retail one way or another my whole life, on the sales end, on the merchandising end, and I even had a little store in Bucktown, a vintage shop about 15 years ago. And me, I like to buy things. I like to treat myself and I like to find cool things to give to others. But more and more what's been bugging me is the way that, on a grand scale, consumerism has become so much about consumption. It's mostly not about the product anymore, and it really isn't about the producer. More and more the trend seems to be, how much can we sell the consumer? And for the consumer, the trend's more and more, well, how cheap can I get it? And in order to do this, of course, we've made great sacrifices to quality of product, to care and production, to quality of life of those who make what we use, and how we care for our land and our resources. There's not so much thought anymore as to how this gross consumption affects others and the future of our planet and societies. This can be so much better. I know for a fact there are people all across these states who work hard to perfect and are passionate about their skills and craft. These tend to be the very same makers who care about quality ingredients and sustainability in production.
What about an old-fashioned general store? I began to get excited and I wrote a detailed business plan.
We wrote up a loan, and I talked to a whole lot more people, trying to get the capital together to make a real go of this. Then I was asking people to read a 27-page business plan. Wonderful as it may be, people just don't have time for that. 6 months later, I had a lot of encouragement, a strong drive to do this, and the same initial investment. None of the products here are tested on animals, and all are made in the United States. It isn't that these are vegan companies per se, but I do strive for a product which is plant-based. I also look for companies which use renewable energy, organic farming, and sustainable sourcing. I feel very warmly about the mix. Tried to evoke the era between the 1880s and the 1920s when setting up the aesthetic for the store. I wanted to transport the customer back to a time when products were made in the United States in small batch. We even got clever and created these great display signs to advertise the brands that we carry in such a way that it may have been done back in that era. There are products which I have used for years that I had in mind when developing a business plan for a general store. And then I thought I wanted to have everything that anybody in the community could possibly need when running out to the store. So I had a lot of fun finding people who made those products too. Each of the brands carried here named a cause, and we're giving 5% back to those organizations. I want people to know that when they spend $1 here, we're going to do good with it. I can't stress how relieved I was to learn of the organizations and causes that the makers shared to give their 5% to. There really is a lot of good in the world. I recommend checking out Native Hope, Global Soap, Earth Justice, so many more. You can check them out on our website, and there'll be more to come. The Give Back program will absolutely be part of the long-term business plan of this company. It's a motivator, and it's rewarding in itself. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it with your friends. If you live in Chicago especially, I hope that you'll consider becoming a financial partner or to contribute so that we can do good for good starting this next spring.